Hey viewers, today we're in Darlington and we're going to go see the Tees Cottage Pumping Station.
Miniature steam railway you can sit on.
Miniature steam railway. No pumping water everywhere there. A gift to wayfarers commemorating the centenary of the Darlington Women's Temperance Association.
Picture. 1850 to 1950.
Victorian water pumping station. Oh wow, Tees Cottage. So let's just go get checked in and we'll show you some more. So I'm just paying. Yeah, right. Thank you.
Are you going to take that?
Hold that.
No. This is where we are. Entrance here. This gives you the history of when it was built, why it was built. Started in sort of 1849 to keep the water that was pumped out of the Tees, which was all sewerage, filtered to make it clean so that nobody in Darlington died of cholera. Not one person in Darlington died of cholera because of this place here.
Because of this? So this literally saved lives?
Yes, oh yeah. There we are. 190,000 people in the country died, but not one in Darlington of cholera.
Yeah.
Because of this place.
Next door
you've got the gas engine, which is quite unique because it's still the only one that's working in situ in the country. Outside, you've got the miniature railway. Far left-hand corner, you've got the smithy, which has got 3 or 4 blacksmiths working in it today. Through the filter beds, you've got the beam engine. That's what everyone's to call.
Yeah.
It's magnificent.
Sounds great.
Steve, not bad.
How many litres of water
Do we use?
Is it percentage?
Is it? No,
Is
it'll
it
be how many litres?
Oh,
What
yeah.
each person?
Oh, quite a lot if you have a bath.
20
You
billion.
use loads just flushing the toilet.
20 billion.
Yeah. 150 litres a day. I never knew that. This is a some level recorder, and it's not a clock, it's in inches, and if you see it doesn't go around to 12 at the top, it's there. So that's some sort of recorder of inches of water, depth of water in feet, 0 at level of bottom impellers of AC pumps, and then that is like an analogue recorder. We used to have similar ones like that on HMS Invincible for the desalination plant, and it used to put a little line on there, and it used to put a line so you could record the depth of water, and then that'd last a week. So cool.
Yeah, that's super real.
People. The names of note, the people behind the pumping station. Going to look at the beam engine a little later. So one of the notable names is the Pease family.
We met George Stevenson.
Edward Pease of Darlington. He was a Quaker, and he also met George Stevenson and convinced him that steam engines were the future, not horses. Which is true. It's all linked. Clean sanitation and drinking water and steam engines.
Whatever.
Cholera.
That's from drinking dirty water.
190,000 people.
Yeah.
How many people died of cholera in the northeast?
2,500.
And then how many people died in Darlington?
0. Big fat
Yeah,
0.
it's clear.
Because of this building.
It cleaned everything out.
Got
so
the-
the water was clean.
It was, the bacteria in the gut, and it killed people in a day. They'd feel ill in the morning and then be dead in the afternoon. So fast.
I didn't know that about Darlington.
I didn't know that, no. So little update, viewers. Coming back to get the big camera because the staff at the Tees Cottage Pumping Station are really nice, and they said I'm alright filming. So I'll get the big camera. So we're going to go back inside and get some high quality footage. Catching up with the crew. And Thomas is demonstrating the beam engine. So there's a piston that moves up and down, so they put steam pressure either side of the piston, so it turns a reciprocating motion across a beam down to the conrod onto a flywheel, and it turns a reciprocating motion into a rotary motion. Yeah, Vicky just pointed out the sandstone in the door casings. That wall, it's pitted. So viewers, in 1906 the Waterworks Committee learned that the old steam engine known as B1 was in poor condition and would cost too much to repair. It was decided that a new gas engine was to be installed in the West Engine house, as this would save money and be much more efficient to run. In 1907, Fielding and Platt installed a new 65 horsepower engine and gas producer plant. This engine became known as G1. 5 years later on, in 1912, with demands for water continually rising, Tees Cottage was in need of further pumping equipment. It was decided to replace the B2 steam engine in the East Engine house, which we're going to look at later, with a much more powerful and efficient 220 horsepower gas engine with associated gas production plant and pumps. Known as G2, it was installed in 1914 by Richard Hornsby and Sons Limited of Grantham, with new pumps supplied by Hawthorne Davy & Co Limited of Leeds, costing around £6,500, which would be about £400,000 in today's money. This is the gas engine that we are going to go look at in a few moments, so keep watching. Yeah, this is a gas generator, Vicky. So this talks about the supply of town gas was neither sufficient nor reliable enough for the demands of the gas engine. The engine therefore ran on producer gas. This is produced when a mixture of steam and air is drawn through the heated carbon, i.e. coal. It produces a mixture of gases seen on the accompanying table. The mixture of steam and air was drawn up by the gas engine itself. Before the engine was running, the suction was provided by a water-powered turbine. Colin Fair's made a Gasifier lawnmower recently, or in the last couple of years, and the engine ran on smoke from like heating wood up, not burning it, but like heating it up. And that's what this did. But it looks like at some point the fuel or the gas has ignited in here and exploded and blown all that apart. See, the casing's cracked at the top there and totally parted it there. And this is the little fan that he was talking about. So that produced the vacuum to bring the air into the producer here. So what's this then, Vicky?
I have no idea, but it's got some nice shiny things.
Oh yeah,
Look how heavy
mineral
that is.
wool scrubber.
See how heavy that little thing there is?
This is the cast. It's a piece of cast, because I think that went bang at some point.
Yeah, that bit.
It's all cracked, isn't it?
See where the bang was on the other
Yeah.
side?
Well, I went with a right bang. That's not a little pop, is it? That's a boom.
What's this? It doesn't say what it's for.
That is, no, I don't know. Some sort of striker.
Yeah.
That's a little gear train.
Shiny things.
Yeah, that is. So I think
Is
that's.
that what comes out there?
Yeah.
Particles, it says
I think that's the coke. It like, yeah, it's almost turns it into glass. Because I think you put coal in like that, and you heat it up. You don't burn it, and it goes like that, and it almost goes down. You like smelt it like gas, and it's the smoke that comes off it, and you then burn that gas. That's the gas that the gas engine runs on. Very clean gas goes down there, and then through the reservoir. So that's an accumulator, like a fuel tank. That's the new stuff. That's natural gas, what it runs on now. It is, yeah, yeah. That's it. So the main bit's through here. This is it. Wow. So I've just found Dave in the overalls, and he's just going to tell us a bit about the engine. So here we are. Right, this is Dave.
I'll wipe all the cake off my face first.
Yeah, he's just been eating, but I caught him on his lunch. But he's just going to tell us about this gas engine.
What we have is a two-cylinder engine which was constructed in 1914. Delivers about 200 brake horsepower, and it actually works on gas. It's exactly the same as a petrol engine, just like any engine in your car. The only difference is the fuel is gas. She delivers 200 brake horsepower, which is used to drive the pump at the far end. Originally, it was run on what we call producer gas. Unfortunately, how that gas was manufactured is way beyond my intelligence. But it's now running on town gas. What we have is all the parts of this, unlike your car, are external. So you've got camshaft, which controls ignition, exhaust, and compression. So it's all done externally and can be oiled by means of the oilers here, which basically keep her running without seizing up. The central flywheel is approximately 14 ton in weight, and it's used to drive the main belt across the way. A lot of people think this is a two separate engine. It is one engine, 2 cylinders. The first cylinder currently is used to start the engine. You need you need air with a pressure of 170 psi in order to start the engine. We bring it round to top dead centre, which we can monitor on here. So every time that cam goes over, we're at top dead centre. So we've got to manually turn it until we're there. We do that using, on the wall there, you'll see there's 2 poles. On the centre of the flywheel, you can see there's a groove. There is actually notches in that groove, and basically manually turn it over.
Bar it over.
Until you, bar it over.
Bar it over.
Yeah.
Until you're at top dead centre.
At top dead centre.
Yeah.
So we obviously, when we introduce the air, we're on a compression stroke.
Yeah.
That gets this engine turning over and labels that engine, or that side of the engine. Once we've got it turning over, we introduce the fuel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, she starts.
Yeah.
This morning, like any lady, she was being awkward and it took 4 attempts to start her. If you want to come through, I'll let you.
Yeah.
Fire here, it'll be fine. Again, built in 1914.
Yeah.
However, this is a dual fuel, single cylinder engine.
Okay, yeah.
So it can run on petrol, or it could run on petrol or gas.
Yeah.
Its main purpose was to drive this compressor,
Yeah.
which charged the receiver.
Yeah.
That is secondary purpose of providing the electricity to the cottage, which you'll see at the end of your tour. And that's basically controlled by different belts. What we've got here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, drive the belt over.
This is now idling, and we've got no power.
Oh yeah, and it drops the power off.
Yeah. Then we turn the power on. You initially, it will jump to about
120 volts.
It'll set down to about 110 volts.
Yeah, okay. And then that's driving that Westinghouse alternator there.
That belt is driving this jet.
Yeah? Oh wow, that's amazing. That's all driven from that engine there.
All told that engine there, yeah.
Yeah.
Then manual start, pump shaft,
Yeah.
get it turning over, deliver the fuel, hopefully it will start.
Yeah, wow. Okay. And then this is the main drive belt here.
The main drive.
Yeah. Wow.
And that provides the drive to the pump. If the light comes down, I'll show you what the
Yeah. Thank you.
We have 2 sets of pumps, 2 banks of 3. This bank of 3 draw water from the Tees into a tank outside, which would normally be filled full of sand and gravel when the site was operational. This then filters the water, it trickles down to the bottom. Once we've got the clean water, these pumps then send it to a storage tank outside.
Okay.
The pumps are engaged and disengaged by means of a clutch system there. Turn the handle.
Yeah, so you withdrew the clutch there. Yeah. Wow, yeah, that's like a...
We no longer have drive to the pump. You may be able to see on the end, that looks like a wooden block. That's because it is a wooden block. So the drive mechanism is simply by putting pressure on the plate by means of both wooden blocks at 90 degrees.
Yeah. Then that's engaged with that handle there.
Just about re-engaged again.
Yeah, re-engaging the clutch, restarting the pump. Wow.
Lubrication for the pumps, for the machinery, is provided by these oilers. And literally what they do is when that's in the open position as it is now, it allows a drip of oil through. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but it drips about once every 3 to 4 seconds. The oil is then collected from the wick by means of these scoops on the oil pot, and then provided to the bearings. We will fill these pots maybe once, twice during the steaming weekend.
Yeah, okay, wow.
This set of pumps at this side, do exactly the same thing, only somebody has turned them up. So what they do is they take the water out of that tank that I talked about outside and send it, or did send it, to a storage facility in Harrogate Hill. It was then pumped to the customer, the customers being Yarm, Stockton, Middlesbrough. So basically, although this site was run by Darlington Water Company, it provided water to the site.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
When you go further around in your tour, you will come to the beam engine.
Yeah.
The beam engine actually provided the water for Darlington.
Okay, yeah. So this provided water for Middlesbrough, Teesside and Yarm?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's really interesting. Thank you very much, Dave.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you. We've got different types of water pipe here, including a wooden water pipe. There. Then we've got, I believe that's supposed to represent like alkathene. No, that's I think that's cast. And then we're going on to the alkathenes here. And then we're going on to the big distribution type plastic now. It's used. But the wooden water pipes from the early 17th century until the introduction of cast. Let's go see what Vicky's found.
About typhoid.
Typhoid, another nasty one. 1891 to 1892. Entering fever, enteric fever in the Tees Valley. Just looking down there, viewers. Seeing some sort of accumulator. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera, but there's like accumulators down there that are part of the pumping system. Now we've got a non-return valve there. Do that. I don't know if it's focusing right. Better get it to track. Trying to get it to track through there. Just believe me that there is, viewers. Might be able to get a better shot of them from here. No. Yeah, so down there, viewers, can you see the sort of spherical looking... Oh yeah, down there. Yeah, down in the sun. It's just amazing to look at. There's one of Vicky's locations, so thank you to Vicky. No, you've never been. Never been. She's lived in Darlington all her life, but she's never been to the Tees Cottage Pumping Station. Well, you have now.
I've lived in here all my life.
Well,
Lived half of my life in home now.
First 18 years. Yeah. Hence the accent. Nice accent though, isn't it?
Keeps it fun.
Yeah. Right, let's go see what else we can find. Right then viewers, that was the gas engine. We're going to go look at the blacksmiths next, but before we do that I'll just show you these exhausts. So these are the exhausts from the engine. They will be hot.
Feel the water.
They'll be red hot, that.
It's nice.
Oh! Teddy, come look at this.
Come here.
That's the air inlet.
It's Vicky's.
Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Feel the air come back from the air inlet.
Face in front of it.
You can actually feel. There's the air inlet there. And that pat 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 noise. That's the. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's the little engine. That's exhaust from the little engine exhausts up there.
I don't think it's done with that bit the other night.
The bottle opener, yeah? So I believe this is the building that concerns the beam engine. We're going to go in there and check that out. Looks like they can bar the flywheel over there. The bars in it to bar it over. That looks like a speed governor. The flyweights on it. So as it goes faster, the flyweights come apart, and that governs the speed. Because it will lower the amount of fuel going into the engine. And that, above us, that is the beam. The beam engine. You can see that. There we go, look, that's the beam. Right there. So the light's a bit funny. Filmed from a different angle. We've got an auxiliary pump there and a main pump.
It's a 20-cylinder Wolf compound beam engine. 1904 it came into service. We've got high pressure and low pressure cylinders at that end of the beam.
Yeah.
And that power is transmitted through the beam to the river pump, which pumps the river up from the Tees. It discharges it to the filter bed. And from the filter bed it goes to the clean water tank. And the town pump from the clean water tank. And it would discharge up to the reservoir and 160 feet up where the water was supplied to towns. Now, see it working. The town pump just provides the fountain outside.
Yeah, it pumps the fountain. That's amazing. Yeah. So this was Harrogate Hill as well. It pumped up to Harrogate Hill. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. When did this cease to be in active?
It was only in line for about 20 odd years, and then it was kept in sort of mid-20s. Then it was kept in on standby.
Yeah.
The gas engine was introduced right up until sort of late 60s, 70s when it was mothballed, and then luckily somebody in the management of the water board at the time saw that it was could become an interesting industrial monument.
Yes.
So he formed a society to preserve it rather than have it scrapped. So it's all completely intact, including the boilers, coal-fired boilers, this engine, then the gas engine, and also the electric pumps, which aren't as interesting, but they're still in place. They're not connected to the grid anymore, so they don't work. But the gas engine you'll have seen already, presumably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at the gas engine, it was amazing.
So these are still boiler house, yeah?
Not yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go look at that. You looking forward to the boiler house, Vicky?
Say yes. No.
I'm looking forward to the tea room.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah.
I can recommend the cake.
Yeah, you recommend the cake? Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. All that gear going up and down. Amazing. We're allowed? We're allowed to go up? Yeah. Let's go up then. Do not touch the hot pipes. High pressure cylinders. Yeah, you like the warm, don't you? All this just amazes me. Right, we're going up the stairs now, viewers, to see the top of the beam. Hi James. Yeah, would you mind telling me a bit about this section where we are?
So we're on what you call the mezzanine floor at the moment, and what you've got here are the two steam cylinders. So you've got the high pressure cylinder, which is over there, and the low pressure cylinders here. The idea is the steam comes from that steam line through here into what we call the valve chest, and here you've got the valve. It goes into the high pressure cylinder first, then exhausts into the low pressure and into the condenser. Then we've got here, these are the piston rods. So in here you've got a piston which is connected to this rod, which is what moves the beam. And what we've got here is a little demonstration to show how smooth the engine is. We've got these coins that are balanced on here, so you can see they're not stuck on. It just shows how smooth the engine is. It's hard to put on when you've got all your hands.
We've literally resting a 2p on it. There's one on it at the minute, isn't it? It's just showing how smooth it is.
Clean the after off, I'm not supposed to do it. There you are.
It's rested 2p on it. That's amazing how smooth that is.
And then every once in a while we have to keep the engine lubricated, make sure it's oiled. So we've got these are boilers, so I've already filled these are full of oil, which at 2 o'clock I'll put into the piston to keep it lubricated. But every now and then what we need to do as well is just put a bit of oil down here. This is just cylinder oil. Put a bit down there, keep the glands lubricated, and make sure the seals don't wear out as well.
Wow.
Then what you've also got, these horizontal rods. This is called Watt's parallel motion, and it's one of James Watt's biggest inventions. And what it does, it allows the piston to stay straight without moving, and allows it to power the beam, and allows the beam to still arc, but keep the piston straight.
Yeah, so the piston's perfectly vertical all of the time.
Yes.
And that's shown by the two pencils that you've got resting on both of the piston tops. They're literally not moving, they're so smooth.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no vibrations at all.
No, completely smooth. That's ace. Thank you, James.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, they'll take some tightening up, won't they? Top of the beam now. Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? It's so just smooth, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't think of a different word.
Well, we missed last year's because we didn't realise that it was the week before. We weren't meant to finish the same. No, we're reaching a book.
This for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that counts every stroke.
And every like half fish.
So it's done its way to 8 million strokes.
That's millions.
Yeah, well, it might have gone round the clock.
So is that ever? Like ever?
Ever. Yeah, but we don't know if it's been round the clock more than once.
That sounds like very ready to it.
No, 8 million. No, if it was on 24/7, which it was, but it was only in use for a few years. It wasn't in use forever. But this is the one that supplied Darlington. This is it, this beam engine. The gas engine over there supplied Teesside, Middlesbrough and Yarm. Should we go see the boilers?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Model Engineers station.
Is this
Tells you here who,
Is this
like
the-
who they are
is
and
the
what.
place thing?
So we're going to go on one of these in a bit. So we're now on an old route master. Damn la. There we are.
It's nice. It's nice just to sit down.
It is. Comfy seats.
What is up there?
Let's have a look upstairs, eh?
It's
Bit warm.
probably like the
Oh, I like the orange.
Ooh.
That's cool.
This is really nice. I think those are supposed to be like heaters.
They're just, yeah, like sky tunnels.
Or that
Well, it will do. It will move. It will work. So, viewers, we're now going to go into the boiler house.
you too.
We've got the proper old coal.
As if you, Teddy's found it.
These are both Lancashire Boilers, which are characterised by having two fireboxes in the surrounded by a jacket of water. The water level's here, so below that is water and above it is steam. The two fires heat up the water, generate the steam, and we feed the steam through the pipe over there, over your head, into the beam engine, which is what drives the machine. The fires are 6 feet deep, 3 feet wide, but the fire tubes behind them are the full length of the boiler, 28 feet. So the hot flue gases pass along these tubes to the far end of the boiler, come back underneath the boiler, under the floor here, and then down either side in the side flues before they combine again and go. The smoke goes up the chimney.
Yeah.
Having extracted as much heat as it can.
Wow. Do you struggle getting coal for them?
Well, we will do when we run out, because we've got maybe enough for 4 or 5 years left, but when that runs out we don't know what we're going to use next, because that's Welsh steam coal, which is the best coal in the world for steam engines,
Yes.
but they closed the mine and we can't get any more of it.
Yeah.
So we're starting to investigate alternatives to eke out the make that last a bit longer, but and to replace it in due course, but it's by no means clear what we'll do.
Okay. Would you mind opening the door so I could get a picture of the fire?
Of course not. We're better fires this morning, but so we had it a bit hotter to get the more steam, but they died down a bit.
That's amazing, thank you so much. What controls the water level in the boiler?
Well, it just uses water, and which gradually, the level comes down as it generates steam and uses water. And then when it gets to a certain level, we start up that little engine in the corner, which is probably the oldest piece of equipment on site, to pump water back into the boiler. So that has to overcome the pressure that's already in the boiler and then inject a little bit of water into there.
They had these on steam chips, and they were called a weir injection pump.
That's right, it's a weir
And
pump.
it's it's a weir pump, yeah. They had these on steam ships, and I think did they use a vacuum?
No, they use
No,
steam
a positive
pressure.
steam pressure.
Steam pressure, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I've
I
not seen one for
don't know
long.
that was used on this side, but that's the original. In fact, it's the oldest machine on site. I think it's about the 1850s.
1850.
Yes, and that's a. It's known here as a Cameron pump, but I don't know if there's any markers in it, mark on it or anything, maker's mark on it or anything like that. And we just run that when the water level starts to get a little bit low, and then it pumps it in and tops up the water level.
Yeah.
Maybe every half hour or so we run it for a few minutes.
Do you use like Demon feed water for the boilers?
Yes, underneath the floor here is what we call a hot well, which is where the condensate from the final stage of the engine comes back to.
Yeah.
And that's what's used to feed these pumps, which feed the boiler.
Yeah. Wow. That's wonderful, thank you so much. Can I just get a shot over the top of the boilers?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Wow. So we're going to go on a Stockton and Darlington model engineers train next, viewers.
That'll do, Sam. There we go.
3 halls and Darlington Star Station. Please remain seated and enjoy the ride.
It's fantastic that, Tom. Are we ready? Yeah, guys, so keep your feet up, your arms in, and don't lean down the corners, all will be well. Thank you very much. Okay. Off you go, Tom.
Why do I video? You're alright, you just don't lean out, you see. Put your Sounds like the motorhome beep.
It is, yeah. No, I didn't think I'd get like a feature-length video out of it. Yeah. I know we are, yeah. He knew. I always like asking which one's the dad. It's the back controller.
Tree balls. Oh, we're going on the same table. Carry on.
Look at that little statue on there. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, a really big pipe.
I believe it.
Thank you very much. Turn the gas
What goes down there?
I don't know if I've ever been
to
on
like-
a turntable.
Just to like fix them and that.
Thank you, Phil.
It's one of the only ones in the country that does this.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually turned on a turntable.
Okay, when you're ready.
Thank you very much.
Now yeah. Little cool thing.
Oh yeah, the little curl. You must. I wonder if they bash it up.
Now we have to wait here until that goes orange, and then we can press that button, and when we press that button it puts the lights at the other end of the pumping station to red, and then we have to wait about 30 seconds for any train that was coming this way to get through this narrow passage up here. So we have to wait here for about 30 seconds really.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Stops us driving into another locomotive, so that's good.
yeah. Let's signal safely.
Yeah, it's orange.
There we go, orange, thank you.
What's even it?
There we go.
Up where?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's very narrow.
That's what we used to have on our karate badges.
Is it?
Oh, right. Wow.
I think it's a Darlington thing. It's like crest things. Can't remember the name. Don't lean out. Good day for it as well.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you very
That was
much.
it. That was the train ride. So viewers, this is Broken Scar Weir. It's backing up the River Tees, and then it gave the pumping house that's further up there, it gave it a location to draw water from. So viewers, the chimney in the centre of the screen now. That's the chimney from the boiler house at Tees Cottage Pumping Station. And then this is the River Tees. That is Broken Scar Weir. And that's the Tees going downstream. Thank you to everyone at Tees Cottage Pumping Station. Check out their website, teescottage.co.uk. Link is also in the description box. Thank you so much for making it until the end, viewers. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And I'll see you every Thursday at 4 PM UK time with exploration videos. And Sunday mornings with Project Motorhome. Bye bye for now.